Previously on Survivor. Michael and Kyle tried to target Lucas, hoping to save their idols until the final 7.
Ideally, but I think Lucas goes home. Okay.
Holy shit. Fuck Lucas.
But Lucas, Annie, and Polis were able to swing Alex to their side by using Lucas's steal a vote advantage.
I have my secret advantage where I can switch one of the votes.
And he goes, Alex, I have game-changing information for you. And I'm like, okay, Lucas, like all right, what do you need? This motherfucker tells me he has a steal a vote advantage.
At Tribal, Annie stole Michael's vote, sending Gia home in a 3-5 split.
And the 9th person voted out of you Chicago survivors, the 3rd member of our jury is Gia.
At the challenge, Emma and Michael received clues to 2 new idols, but no one was able to find either idol.
So we're splitting up and gonna find both of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's go, team.
Once again, Alex found himself in the middle of a vote between Annie and Kyle.
It's an individual game, you feel me? And I'm trying to win. I'm just gonna trust myself and my ability to manipulate people.
But he ultimately decided to send Annie home, bringing Lucas to tears.
Annie, I want to give you a hug too.
Who will be voted out tonight?
Polis straight up told me that he wants to get me out of the game, so I don't really know how to take that right now.
Callie hits me up and asks me for coffee to chat about it, and essentially tries to kind of make me promise him final 5, right? Because he's just afraid, because he has immunity now and a couple of idols, but at 5 there's no idols. He cannot play that. So he's trying to ensure that at 5, if he doesn't win, he doesn't go home. And I literally tell him, no, you're getting out. And he is pissed, he's livid. He's like, yeah, if you respect the game, like, you want like the best players to go to the end. I was like, no way, I want the worst players to go to the end because I want to win at the end. Like, what are you talking about here?
Polis is like, I have no shot at winning, but I want you gone. And I was like, Polis, well, by that logic, like, you keep the people in that, like, you think you want to win if you're not gonna win. And he was like, but as a fan of the game, I'm going to take you out because that's the right move. And I was like, Polis, you're not going to win regardless of whether or not you take me out. So why does it fucking matter?
I'm perceiving things as they are. I know Kyle's the biggest threat and he has to go home. And I'll publicly say that. So that kind of just panders the jury a little bit more as they know I'm a strategic player and I know what's happening. And I know who I need to take out to win the game, right?
Hop on one foot from the yellow cones to the orange cones. Task 2, you must climb over these chairs. You may do this however you please.
Can I jump over them?
You can jump if you can make it. Task 3 is crawling. Hands and knees. This does not count as crawling. You must be on your knees, okay?
Which one's crawling?
This one.
Why? Knees?
Because
it hurts.
Oh, I know it will hurt.
So
Easy tripod. You put your forehead on it, and you spin 10 times.
Grabbing the letters, is it like color coded or can you take any of them? Or
It is color coded.
last task in the tree.
Oh yes, yes. There are 5
Just have to
times.
go and get them.
Have to grab it. 5, ready, go! Also, Kyle, you don't have to do elbows. You can do hands. Yes. Luke is looking very dizzy. Michael's back. Whoa.
want to do it back? Want to do it back?
No, just come back. Michael, come back to the stairs. Michael has all 5 bundles. Time to start with some puzzles. Kyle, Polis, also back. Make sure you have 14 letters.
Yuri.
There's a U and a V.
No, wait, there's a Q.
Well then, pick one.
Wait, are the wrong letters?
Got it. Individual game.
Kyle wins individual.
I literally had the wrong. Come
That's the
on.
letter.
Like, come on.
It's an extra letter. It's an extra letter. It's not a missing letter. It's a letter.
I'll take it with me as
Yeah.
a little like token. God, I might use it.
Okay, first of all, Kyle, individual immunity for you. Congratulations. Well earned. Second of all, Michael, since you had an extra letter, you get a clue. Very sorry about that. Hopefully you're able to use that to your advantage. Lastly, Kyle, since you won, you may assign another clue to someone of your choosing.
I'll give it to Emma.
Fantastic. Emma, can you go?
And can I ask a question? Are the clues for different?
I will not
Okay, we can
tell
we
you.
can compare.
You may compare if you wish. Okay. With that, you're at final 6. You are soon to be final 5. You are free to go.
Thanks.
After the last challenge, Kyle won, and there were 2
idol clues given out. Michael got one of them, and then Kyle gave the other one to me.
I felt bad because Michael kind of did get like screwed a little bit in terms of like having too many puzzle pieces and not being able to do the puzzle. But after he was given the clue and I gave the clue to Emma, Polis and Lucas just kind of left, and it was the four of us, me, Alex, Emma, and Michael. And Alex asked Michael if he was going to share the clue with him, and Michael said, no, like, I can't.
The only people with clues to where idols were Kyle, Emma, and myself. And so at that point, I sort of had to make the split decision of who I was going to go with, because throughout this game, I've sort of had these two alliances. Alex, who's been my closest friend in the game since the very beginning, and then Kyle and Emma, who, also being fourth years, we get along really well. We have a pub alliance, and the way that the cards fell, Kyle and myself had all the advantages, and Alex didn't. And at the end of the day, in order for me to win this game, I think I have to be the only Medici sitting at the end. I just think it's the risk-averse move for me to hang on to mine. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
We're kind of late in the game.
You're fine. Are you sharing yours or no?
Ours is the same as mine.
I don't need to see it.
No, I know, but it is the same.
Do I get to see it then or no?
We had a bit of an argument with Alex. Michael chose not to share his clue with Alex, so I knew whatever I did with mine, either Michael was going to be pissed at me for sharing it with Alex, or Alex was going to be pissed with me for also not sharing it with him. Given that sharing it with Alex would have meant that an additional person had the clue, I was like, I'm not going to share it.
Oh, it's the same?
So it's not about those.
Have you seen both of them?
No, I'm just assuming it is.
Do you mind if I see it?
Hell no, if he's keeping his to himself.
I feel like I need to do the same for everyone.
Okay. That's fair.
I think, Michael, if you didn't want to share yours, I don't want to disrespect that, so I will hold on to this.
If it's the same idol, I understand. I thought it'd be two different idols.
It kind of got into this awkward discussion where Alex was like, well, Emma, are you going to share it with me? And Emma said, if Michael's not going to, I'm not going to either. I need to find this, blah, 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 blah. And it just got really awkward because then Alex was like, I should have flipped on you guys. But Michael started sprinting away at that point towards the Logan Center to find the idol. And me and Emma didn't really know what to do, so we just sprinted after Michael. And Alex was like, I should have flipped, blah, 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 blah.
I'm going to go look then. We're going to go look. All right.
Should have flipped. That's what I should have flipped then. Are you guys targeting me now then? Is that what this is?
I'm not targeting you.
You're not sharing that. Good luck. I should have fucking flipped. That's what that means. I should have taken his ass out. You fucking bitch.
Michael was sketchy too. The fact that he just started sprinting away from us, and then me and Emma caught up with him on the midway, and we were like, wait, let's talk. Don't keep running. So Michael came back, and we all made this agreement between the three of us that if we found one advantage, the other person would get the other advantage. Well, then Michael sprints away from us again. And I was like, this is really sketchy. So we started running after him.
We're out here idol hunting.
Didn't find anything. Pretty frustrating. So the clue said that it was somewhere that was grassy and bushy, which at Logan is kind of a lot of places.
Everywhere.
Similarly, do you guys want to talk about the other clue?
So the other clue says in front of Walker. We've now already spent 6 hours in front of Walker. But
I spent an extra 3 or 4 hours without you there. Trying to find it because I thought I might get sent home today. But yeah, now Alex is pretty fucking sus. So the 4 went down to 3.
Lucas went back into Cobb with Lucas for...
No, Alex went in the Cobb with Lucas for a really long time.
Yeah.
And we were already kind of thinking, or I was already kind of thinking, Alex has been playing both sides.
Yeah.
And, we're Medici too, but I think this is the time where gotta be the Medici one.
The Medici one?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Pub Alliance. Final 6.
Pub Alliance.
Alliance is having a low moment, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Not that low.
Yeah. No, we're doing good.
We're feeling okay.
This is my final 3.
Yeah.
All right.
Dope.
I think it's bedtime. It's 5.
We went to Logan and looked. It was kind of hostile, but none of us found the idol, and then Michael went home. Kyle and I went right back to Logan and found it pretty quickly. We had probably spent like 6 or 7 hours at that point looking for the Walker advantage because we were so stressed about Kyle getting voted out at the last vote. We're like, we have to find this, and we never did. We go back after going to the pub and we look at the clue, and we're standing in front of the door, and like objectively like, okay, we need to take a step back, think about this, like where could this possibly be? I've dug in the mulch in front of too many trees at this point. I've been under too many bushes. And Kyle's like, that's a leaf up above the door, right? And I mean, I had no way to see. Like, I'm 5 foot. Like, and I was like, I mean, I think it is, but we might as well try it. So we go in the back of Walker. We find this like 15-foot stick. We come back. I'm kind of standing back to try to direct Kyle. Kyle's swinging this gigantic stick around. And all of a sudden, this little package falls off of the top of the door. We thought there was a leaf on top of the door. It was not a leaf.
No. And we're gonna open it up and see what this is. Probably another idol is what it feels like. But this would be 3 idols for us in one game. Another fucking idol.
The fact that Emma and I found both hidden immunity idols, one was at Logan in the bushes and the other one was on top of the window at the Walker Museum, just a huge meme. I've already kind of decided I'm gonna use the idol on Alex because Michael's targeting Alex, and I want Lucas gone this week. The trouble with that is me and Emma told Michael that if we found one of the advantages, we would give him the other advantage, which isn't gonna happen. I am not giving away that power to Michael. I honestly don't have a lot of trust in him. The fact that Emma and I found both idols, like, he's not entitled to one of those idols. We made that deal with him, but then after we told him that we found them, he's been texting me nonstop for 2 or 3 days about meeting up with him to transfer it over to him, and like giving it to him. And the more that I thought about it, like, no, like if I give Michael the idol, what I want to happen at Tribal with Lucas going out on Friday isn't gonna happen, because if Michael realizes he's not getting votes, he'll play the idol on Lucas and Alex will get sent home. That's not good for my game. That's not what's best for my game. And Michael has repeatedly texted me that it's best for my game. He knows it's best for my game if I give him the second idol. Like, don't tell me what's best for my game for starters, because you don't know what's best for my game. 2, like, positionally, not a smart move to give somebody else power when me and Emma have all the power this vote.
Messaged my Kyle and Emma group chat because I need to know what the fuck is up with these two. They're being hella shady. They tell me they're gonna meet me after work, so I met up with them at Hutch.
I appreciate you guys.
No, absolutely.
No, of course, and no, I'm like sorry again about yesterday. Because I know, like, I want us to move past it, but I realize like a lot happened yesterday.
I can move past that. I can move past that.
It just kind of felt like they were hiding something from me, and it didn't really feel like the same energy as our other meetings. But basically I gave my best pitch to them, which was the truth, by the way, which was, you know, you vote me out at 6, I'll admit I'm a threat. You can vote me out, but Michael is going to march his way to the final 3 with those 2. And so I'm basically telling them, like, you have a path to the end, but it's highly unlikely. You have a better chance, you know, with me. And they bought it.
I filmed that whole last confessional fully expecting to work with Alex going into the final 5. But the more that me and Emma talked, the more that I realized that at this point, either Alex or Michael needs to go, because we told both of them about the idol, and I kind of promised them both that I would use the idol on them / give it to them. And for that reason, whichever one is left in the game after this vote, if we left them both in the game after this vote, then Alex and Michael would definitely be coming after us, and that's dangerous.
I should be safe come Friday, but my target personally, like who I would want gone, is Michael, because Michael wants me out, and my policy is if you want me out, then I gotta shoot you first.
I go out at 6. Not mad at you guys, but I'm just gonna beam him. Like I told Michael too, I was like, if he takes me out, please somehow get him out in any way possible. Like whoever beats him in the final challenge, like will get my vote. Because I texted him.
I think if you're going out, we're going out. Like
Yeah, we get taken out at 5 if you're gone.
I was texting him and I was like, if you take me out this week and you don't make it to the end, I'm gonna kill you, because then you screw over both our games. And you just hearted the message. Damn. I've never trusted him. Never.
He's played a really shady game.
I don't know, I've been back and forth all week on the whole Michael and Alex situation, and honestly, like, I don't trust either of them, but if I had to choose between the two of them, Michael is more rational than Alex is at times. I think Alex was a little bit more of an emotional player, and that scared me more.
Kyle, Emma, and I have been working since we met on Shinju, and I'm genuinely threatened by Kyle's game. I think I can beat Emma. You know what? I think I could beat all of them, but I don't think I can beat Kyle. If I get to the end with him, is the jury gonna look at me and say, you've had 2 opportunities to get rid of Kyle? One at the Annie vote, one at the Lucas vote, and you didn't take it both times. What the fuck? And I'm gonna kick myself. I'm gonna kick myself for eternity if it turns out that I should have taken a shot at him. He doesn't even have to use the idol for me. He could send me to the wolves. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I think tomorrow's vote is going to be really interesting. I just need to trust my cards that I have right now. I need to win that final 5 immunity, otherwise I have no chance at winning.
This is probably gonna be the last day where I show up in my Survivor uniform. My uniform, if you couldn't tell, is this my great uncle's jean jacket and my pirate's hat. Unfortunately, it's getting a little bit too cold, so if I survive today's vote, I will probably be coming next time in an actual jacket. The pirate hat's gonna stay though. I sort of channel some Boston Rob energy with the pirate hat, but you know, Pittsburgh Michael doesn't really flow off the tongue quite as well. So yeah, but you know, sort of reminds me where I'm from.
It was pretty awkward just now before Tribal, because it's Michael and I walked up to him and I was like, hello traitor, because he wants me out. Everyone's being really shady and I know what's going on and I could be voted out, and honestly, if they're smart, I should be voted out tonight, because out of the people who are vulnerable, I am the biggest threat. But I don't think they're smart enough to do that.
No matter who goes home really, if Kyle doesn't win or Emma doesn't win, they're gonna be in a very difficult spot. And I think that I was able to successfully convince them that I will not be targeting them at 5, even though it's probably in my best interest to do so. This game is all about timing. Even though Kyle is the biggest threat in the game, I do not see him as being most likely to win.
I think right now, Kyle is the biggest threat to win. This is definitely putting me in a bit of a dilemma. I think that strategically on paper, it is definitely in my best interest to take out Kyle. On a personal level, I do not think I could vote for Kyle. This is the first vote where I've been asked a couple times by people, basically, if Kyle doesn't have immunity at 5, are you gonna vote him out? And the answer is honestly no. But it's hard to think about that because I know that's the move that is in my best interest for my game. But personally, I don't want to do that, and I think our friendship is worth more to me than that.
If this tribal goes my way, I have increased my target tenfold, because I should be going home. And if this is my last one, I've had so much fun. And it's been a blast, and if they're smart, they'll get rid of me. So we'll see. And I'm not gonna be putting on another sequel to my Oscar performance, but when you see me act nervous, it is genuinely because I'm nervous this time. But there will be some fireworks tonight. Again, I feel like every trial we say this is the craziest one, and then the next one comes and it's even crazier. So we'll see what happens tonight.
I watch Michael come over here and be like, yeah, fuck Alex, he needs to go. Yeah, fuck it. I mean, he's right. Like, I do have to go, but, you know, I hate when people, like, actually play for their own games. Can you believe that? Ridiculous.
Welcome, Tribe Boys. Final 6. Let's welcome the members of our jury. Pablo, Gia, and Andy. If everyone could please turn on your electric candles, because in this game, fire represents your life, and when your fire is gone, so are you. Michael, after the challenge, you and Emma received idol clues. Do you want to talk about a little bit about what happened in regards to idols after that?
Yeah, so we received the idol clues, and I sprinted from the scene looking for the idols.
Emma, you also received a clue. Did you follow suit and sprint away?
I did.
Did anyone else sprint away?
Me.
Sprinted. Interesting. The other three of you, were the idol clues shared with you, and did you
Hell no.
try to get
Yeah, Michael kind of skipped out on the best part of the story there.
It became clear that the people in the game who had idol clues were myself, Emma, and Kyle. And we sort of made an agreement at that point that we were going to share the clues with each other and go look for the idols.
Again, they're missing out on like the big part of what happened last time. Michael turned to me after he got the clue and said, "Sorry, homie, I'm not sharing this with you." He books it, and I turn to Emma, and Emma goes, "Yeah, I'm not going to share it either," and then they book it too. So I'm not really sure where I stand now.
I wasn't there, but kind of sounds like a girl boss moment, just like running off with the clue.
Lucas, last vote was pretty emotional. It seemed as though you and Polis were perhaps on the outside of that. Do you feel that that trend will continue tonight?
I could definitely see it, because like we're the outsiders kind of, so like it would make sense. I'm like yet again an outsider, like me and Polis are kind of in the same boat. I'm just like, yeah, don't vote me out, LOL, that'd be kind of sad, like one, I'd be sad. And two, like I haven't won anything, I'm probably not gonna win anything. Just don't vote for me, yeah.
Kind of to add to that, I mean, I think we're in the same boat as everyone else. At this point, there's nowhere to hide, and people will pick off who's perceived to be the biggest threat, right? You just have to worry if you're the biggest threat, especially at 5 when there's no idols, right? So that is the biggest worry, and we'll see how people come prepared in 5.
Can I just make a comment too? Some of us are coming into Tribal with 2 moves in mind, Polis being one of them, actively telling me to my face he wants me gone in 5. So it's a pretty good thing that I won the immunity this week, because I have a feeling Polis is gunning after me for the rest of the game until I'm gone. So
Yeah, just
I don't know.
To build off of that, I'm going to go at 7, right? At 6, I wanted him gone. He won immunity. At 5, I'll still want him gone. And guess why? He's playing the best game. I think it's a shocker. And he thinks he can hide behind anyone. He can't. He's clearly the biggest threat.
Emma, Polis is saying that the only reason you would vote someone out right now is because they're the biggest threat. What other reasons do you see for voting people out at this point?
I think at this point it's also about who you can trust, if there's anyone you can trust. Going into these final votes, every single person sitting here is incredibly crucial to making sure you survive the vote. And so keeping people that you know you can trust and who won't vote you out is like a pretty serious thing to consider.
Okay, time to vote. Polis, you are up first. Go ahead.
they're smart, they'll get rid of me tonight, but hopefully Kyle will save me.
Was it a no party?
I'll go tally the votes. If anyone would like to play an idle advantage, now would be the time to do so.
What are you playing it for?
I'm playing that for myself.
I'm also gonna play this for myself.
Tell you that Emma's idol is a real idol.
Michael's idol is also a real idol. No votes cast for Emma or Michael will count. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. Rishabh will read the votes.
One vote for Alex. 2 votes for Alex. 1 vote for Lucas. That's 2 votes for Alex, 1 vote for Lucas. 1 vote for Alex. It's 3 votes for Alex, 1 vote for Lucas. And the 11th person voted off of You Chicago Survivor, and 5th member of our jury is Alex.
Alex, the tribe has spoken. However, it is not time for you to go. Please join the jury. You are voted out, but you will remain here.
We will get you to your place.
Is this like a double vote night?
We are going to compete in our next challenge here at Tribal Council.
Join us next time for the finale of Survivor Chicago, Season 1.
I'm not playing this game to keep the friendships that I've made. The fact that I'm still in this game kind of shocks me, but I guess we'll see what happens. I know I'm a snake. People are gonna be mad about it. Haters can be mad, it's fine.
I do think people really see me as like one of the worst players, which is like part of my, it's hard because it's part of my strategy, but like at the same time, like it's gotten so far in the game where like maybe I need to switch that up, but I'm not gonna start acting like serious. Like that's also not me as a person.
I saw it coming. It was pretty obvious. I was the biggest threat out of all the people left in the game. No hard feelings to them. They're playing such amazing games. I'm so excited to let them all. You get unlucky in the game sometimes, but I hope my family and my friends are proud of the game that I played because I'm a huge super fan and it's been an honor. So excited to be a part of the jury.